Джед Алън Харис. Един прекрасен режисьор, който обръща внимание на хубавите неща, които се случват в пиесата и не се ядосва на нещата, които не се получават. Малко ми е тъжно, че работата ни приключва, но се надявам един ден отново да работим заедно. Сержант Малкъм.
My name is Jed Allen Harris. I'm 58. I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Undergraduate degree in directing from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Graduate directing degree from Carnegie Mellon University. 35 years in the professional theater. I was the associate director of the City Theater in Pittsburgh for over 20 years.
When you must find the right way to blend with that other actor.
Това е когато работите с различни актьори на сцената, трябва да се намери различния подход към всеки един.
You're very lucky that most of you go to the same school and so you have the same general technique of working. But sometimes in the professional world, you work with people who are coming from all different ways of working and you have to find the way to blend with them.
Both in my home city of Milwaukee and Pittsburgh, but most of my credits are in Pittsburgh. I have worked at other universities and in some other theaters in the United States, a few directing credits in New York, or one directing credit in New York, and I have worked in association with two universities creating pieces for the Edinburgh Festival in Scotland, and then of course my extensive work with the Theatre Laboratory in Smolyan.
Аз съм много благодарна за тази роля, защото ми дава възможност да бъда нещо безкрайно различно, да се претворя, макар и за миг, за един бандюга, мъж.
I was very fortunate to have a very supportive family. My mother was a ballet teacher and my father was a great fan of the arts. And so that both of their children went into the arts was actually a happy thing for my parents. And so in the very early times, especially my parents were very supportive and helped me, sent me money every once in a while when I was needed to pay my rent, and they were excited by the fact that I was interested in doing new and unusual work rather than just the typical ordinary kinds of theater. Well, of course, I think that's for others to decide. And I always liked the idea that your character isn't complete until the day you die. But I would say I try to give as much as I possibly can to as many people as I possibly can. I ask a great deal of myself. I ask a great deal of my students, but in a way I hope that is supportive and not destructive. I am generally a very happy person. I take delight in the world and delight in those around me. I try to meet each person with my best attempts at understanding them and not looking down on them or looking up to them, although there are of course a few people in my life that I will always look up to. And I hope that on occasion I have made something worthwhile for the world. I've never sought fame or a great deal of money. I have taken much more value in the relationships I've had with intelligent, creative artists. That's how I define success, is creating work that challenges the audience in one way or another, that plants a seed. If I have done that, that is great success to me. I'm not particularly interested in my name in the newspaper. I'm more interested in the production I have created's name in the minds of the audience. Except for my poor ability with languages, I think I am fairly adaptive. I delight in learning about new cultures. I love to meet new people. As long as we can find any sort of way to communicate, I find it an enriching experience. Again, I would say that perhaps my real talent is for usually being able to perceive the inner part of another human being. That's why I became a director, one of the reasons why I became a director. And so my ability to perceive the thoughts and feelings of other human beings, I think, helps a lot. I think my great interest in both music and movement and visual art have been very important to the kind of work I create. Each one of those areas, the eyes, the ears, and the body, are the essential elements of the theater. And so my interest in all those fields has helped my career as a director a great deal, I think.
Джет, искам да ти благодаря за този месец, който прекарахме заедно. Това беше един много интензивен процес и за мое огромно щастие много спокоен. Тази шапка ми я донеси ти и мисля, че най-смислените репетиции за мен тръгнаха тогава, когато я сложих на главата си. И ти обещавам, че някой ден, когато това представление остане в историята, да се надяваме, че това ще бъде по-късно. Аз обещавам, че тази шапка ще я предадеш и аз. Благодаря ти, целувам.
With the understanding that as an outsider, although I have been here a number of times, I still feel I am only scratching the surface of the social fabric of Bulgaria. I am finding that delight of watching Bulgaria come alive in the 21st century. I have worries about Bulgaria that so many Bulgarians have a negative feeling toward their country, and this saddens me because I find both the people and the land of Bulgaria to be quite extraordinary. And I have met so many wonderful people in Bulgaria, and so it sometimes saddens me, especially when I speak to some of the younger people who have such a negative attitude toward where they live. Although I suppose that's common to young people everywhere. I just hope the younger Bulgarians learn to love their country because it's an important part of who they are.